to Pabbly. In this video, we're going to learn how to build an AI agent to auto-generate Microsoft Teams sprint updates. So I am an owner of a software development business and we keep the record of all our sprint tasks and progress in our Google Sheets. So over here, every time a new update is there in our sprint task, I have to every time manually notify my team on my Microsoft Teams, which is a very time-consuming and hectic task. So to solve this problem, I have created an AI agent using Pabbly Connect without need of any coding and programming skills. Yes. So how this AI agent works is that as soon as I'm going to add the new update in my Google Sheets of my sprint task, automatically an AI agent is going to generate the message that I'm going to share with my Microsoft Teams with all the data of the update that we have entered in our Google Sheets. So as soon as the message is going to be generated, it is going to automatically be shared on my Microsoft Teams channel towards my team. So now if you want to learn how to create this amazing AI agent for yourself, for your business, then let me take you to my screen. In this video, we're going to learn how to build an AI agent to auto-generate Microsoft Teams sprint updates. So as an owner of a software development business, I use Google Sheets to manage and track our sprint task and progress. I use Microsoft Teams to keep my team updated with the daily project summaries. To save time on manual reporting, I have created an AI agent using Pabbly Connect that pulls the sprint update data from Google Sheets, uses an AI agent to generate short sprint update and automatically post it on my Microsoft Teams channel. And I'm going to create this amazing AI agent using Pabbly Connect. Before that, I'm going to show you how this AI agent works in real time. I'm going to add the data of a new sprint update in my spreadsheet right here, and after that I'm going to check whether automatically a notification has been forwarded on my Microsoft Teams channel or not. Okay, so now let us add the new details right over here in the Google Sheets. So you can see right over here I've added the new update, set up database backup, assigned to new account, status is done, priority was medium, blockers there are no blockers, start date and the due date. And as I've added in all the details over here in my Google Sheets, I'm going to wait over here for a few seconds for this message status to be updated as message sent. And in front of you, you can see it says message sent. That means the update message of this new sprint has been forwarded on my Microsoft Teams channel. So if I'm going to open my channel again, and yes, you can see right over here, a new message has been forwarded. It says, hi team, here is the update. The task name is set up database backup, assigned to new account, status done, priority medium. This is the start date, due date, and you can see this is the short message from new user. Okay, so as you can see right over here, a message has been successfully forwarded on my Microsoft Teams account directly as I've updated my Google Sheets. So in this video, I'm going to show you the step-by-step process of how you can build this bot for yourself with the help of Pabbly Connect. For that, on a new tab, I'm going to browse the website of Pabbly Connect, that is www.pabbly.com/connect. After browsing the website, Pabbly Connect's landing page is going to appear in front of you, on which you have two options, sign in and sign up for free. If you're an existing user, you can directly sign into your Pabbly Connect account. But if you're a new user, you can sign up for free and get 100 free tasks every month. I am an existing user, so I'm going to directly sign in to my Pabbly Connect account. Then you can see the all Pabbly apps in front of you, in which you can see all the applications that Pabbly provides, from which we are going to select this Pabbly Connect by clicking on this Access Now button below it. Then Pabbly Connect's dashboard is going to appear in front of you, and in order to create a new AI agent in our Pabbly Connect account, we need to create a workflow. For that, click on this top right corner button right here that says Create Workflow. A dialog box is going to appear in front of you, which is asking for the workflow name and for us to select a folder. So for the workflow name, I'm going to write it as AI agent to auto-generate Microsoft Teams sprint updates. Okay, so this is the name of my workflow. For the folder, I'm going to select it as AI agents from the drop-down. After naming the workflow and selecting the folder, I'm going to click on this create button right here. Then you can see a new workflow has been created and there are two windows in front of you. One is the trigger window, other is the action window. So what is trigger and action? Trigger and action are the two most important steps of our automation process, because our process depends on these two concepts. Over here, trigger says when this happens and action says do this. That means what is action? Action is a response towards our trigger. In an automation process, there can be only one trigger step but multiple action steps. We are going to set up a trigger step first, in which my trigger application over here here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to select it as Google Sheets. As in my Google Sheets, I keep the record of the sprint updates. I want that as soon as I'm going to add in a new sprint update in my Google Sheets, the trigger over here should capture the response of that. That is why for my trigger application, I've selected it as Google Sheets and the trigger event is going to be new or updated spreadsheet row. After setting up our trigger application and the event, you can see that Pabbly Connect has provided us with a webhook URL. Now using this unique webhook URL and by following the steps given here below in the help desk, I'm going to build a connection between Google Sheets and Pabbly Connect. So I'm going to copy this URL from here and open my spreadsheet. After opening the spreadsheet, from the panel go to extensions, add-ons and get add-ons option right here. This window is going to appear in front of you, on which on the search app bar, I'm going to search for Pabbly Connect webhooks right here. Okay, so I'm going to select Pabbly Connect webhooks and you can see that already I have installed Pabbly Connect webhooks, so I'm going to move forward. But if you have not installed Pabbly Connect webhooks, please do install it, so that with the help of this webhook, we are going to build a connection between Google Sheets and Pabbly Connect. After installing, go back and refresh the spreadsheet from here. After refreshing the spreadsheet, if I'm going to go back to extensions, now you can see this option, that is Pabbly Connect webhooks, and from the drop down I'm going to select this initial setup option right here under Pabbly Connect webhooks. Then the initial setup dialog box is going to appear in front of you, which is asking me for the webhook URL and the trigger column. So for the webhook URL, I'm going to paste the webhook URL that Pabbly Connect has provided us. And for the trigger column, it says the trigger column will be a final data column on which if the data is added, the whole of that raw data will be sent to the webhook URL. In my spreadsheet that I've created, my trigger column is going to be column G, because as soon as I'm going to add the due date in this column, the entire row's data should be forwarded towards this webhook URL. So for my trigger column, I'm going to write it as column G, and then I'm going to click on this submit button right over here. It says setup configured successfully. Now as it says that, I'm going to go back. The steps that I'm going to tell you right now are super important, so please do not forget to follow them. Go back to extensions and Pabbly Connect webhooks. Now from the drop down, select this option send on event. It is mandatory to click on send on event, because as soon as you're going to add the new data, a new update in the spreadsheet is going to collect the data and send it towards this webhook URL. That is why it is mandatory to click on send on event. Okay, so now this is how you build a connection between Google Sheets and Pabbly Connect. In the workflow, it says waiting for webhook response. So now to check whether Google Sheets is successfully connected to Pabbly Connect or not, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in another sprint update in this spreadsheet, and after that I'm going to check whether automatically the trigger over here captures the response of the new update added or not. Okay, so let me add in all the details right here. You can see I've added in all the details. Task name is implement notification system, assigned to demo account, status is blocked, priority is high, blockers is Firebase configure error, the start date and the due date. As I've added in all the new sprint update details, I'm going to go back to my workflow and scroll down, and in front of you can see the response has been captured in my trigger. Task name is implement notification system, status is blocked, this is the start date. If I'm going to scroll down, the priority is high, this is the due date. The blocker is Firebase configure error, and the assigned to comes over here as demo account. As you can see right over here, the trigger has captured the response. This means that Google Sheets is connected to Pabbly Connect and our trigger setup is done. After setting up our trigger step, we need to set up our action step, in which from action application, what I'm going to do is I'm going to select it as OpenAI right here. As I'm using my AI agent as OpenAI, if you want to use any other AI platforms as your AI agent to create sprint updates message, then you can use other platforms as well. I'm using OpenAI. Action event is going to be ChatGPT, and then I'm going to click on this connect button. A window is going to appear in front of you. On click on add new connection, and then it is asking for the token, with the help of which we are going to build the connection between OpenAI and Pabbly Connect. To have the token, go to this hyperlink given here below in the help desk right here. The API keys page of our OpenAI account is going to appear in front of you, on which I'm going to click on this create new secret key button. We are going to generate a new token. Firstly, you have to give the name to our token, which is going to be new token right here. Okay. For the project, I'm going to select it as default, permissions as all, and create the token from here. A token is generated. I'm going to copy it and paste it in this field right over here and click on this save button. You can see OpenAI has now been connected to Pabbly Connect. After connecting, firstly, it is asking for me to select the AI model, for which I am going to use GPT-4o Mini. If you want to use any other AI models according to your business requirement, you can select it from this drop down right here. Next, it is asking for the prompt. What is the prompt? It is a text with the help of which an AI agent is going to generate the content according to our requirement. In the prompt, we need to specify all the things that we want and do not want. So for the prompt over here, I'm going to write it as, so you can see over here, this is the prompt. You are an expert project manager and my name is new user. Based on the following sprint task details, write a concise, clear sprint update for the team. Mention the task name, who it's assigned to, current status, priority, any blockers, start date and due date. Summarize the overall sprint progress and completed task, ongoing work and issues. Do not include any stars or hashtags in your response. Give the message in HTML format and do not add any of these symbols in the content. Over here it says task details, task name, assigned to, status, priority, blocker, start date, due date. Write the updated, natural, and easy to understand language. Okay. So this is the entire prompt that I've written right over here. And for the data of this field, what I'm going to do is I'm going to map the data. What is mapping? Mapping means inserting data from the previous step. So I'm going to insert the data from the previous step of this workflow. How it works is that as soon as I'm going to click on this field, the previous step, that is Google Sheets, new or updated spreadsheet row is going to appear in front of you. And as I'm going to click on it, the response that is captured in our previous step is going to appear. It is asking for the task name first right over here. In this response, I have received the task name, and for this task, I want to create the short sprint update to send it to my Microsoft Teams channel. So I'm going to select the data of the task name from my previous response. As now I've selected the data of the task name from my previous response, the data is mapped. You can see right over here. And as I've mapped this data, the data has now become dynamic. That means now whenever a new response is going to be captured in our previous step, automatically the new data is going to be updated in place of this mapped data. Similarly, for the assigned to, I'm going to map the data of the assigned to right over here. For the status, I'm going to map the data of the status. For the priority, I'm going to map the data of the priority right here. For the blockers, I'm going to map the data of the blockers. Start date, I'm going to map the data. And lastly, the due date, I'm going to map the data. Okay. So this is the entire prompt. I have added the AI model. Now I'm going to click on this Save and Send Test Request button right here. As I've done that, I have received a response, which is a positive response, in which I've received this message content, and this is the message generated by my AI agent in HTML format. Team, here's the latest update on our sprint progress. Okay, you can see the task name, assigned to, status, priority, blockers, start date and due date is right over here. And this is currently on sprint is facing some challenges. The task is to implement the notification system is blocked due to the Firebase configuration error that needs to be resolved. Given is the high priority, we are focused on addressing the issue as soon as possible. In terms of overall sprint progress, we have completed several tasks, but ongoing work is currently limited due to the blocker. I encourage everyone to share insights or solutions that could help us move past this issue. Let's keep pushing to overcome the hurdle. Best regards. You can see right away it's new user. Okay. So as now a new update message has been created by my AI agent, I want to forward this I want to send this message towards my channel that I've created in my Microsoft Teams account. Now for that, I'm going to add an action step in this workflow, in which from action application, I'm going to select it as Microsoft Teams right here. Action event over here is going to be send message in a channel, and then I'm going to click on this connect button. A window is going to appear in front of you. Honestly, click on add new connection, then click on this connect with Microsoft Teams button right here. Then this window is going to appear in front of you, which is asking for the permission for the account, for which I'm going to select this accept button as my data is perfectly safe with Pabbly Connect. So I'm going to click on this accept button right over here. And as I've done that, you can see I've successfully authorized Microsoft Teams to Pabbly Connect. After authorizing firstly for the team, I have created a team over here in my Microsoft Teams account in the name of all team members and channel in the name of all members. So firstly for the team, I'm going to select it as all team members right here, and the channel as all members. And for the data of this field of this message, as we have to enter it in an HTML format, that is why I've asked my AI agent to generate the update in HTML format. So I'm going to map the data of this content generated right over here, the message, and then simply click on this Save and Send Test Request button right here. I have received a response, which is a positive response. If I'm going to open my channel over here, and yes, you can see automatically a message has been forwarded on my Microsoft Teams channel. Team, here's the latest update. The task name was implement notification system. You can see these were all the details, and this was the same content generated by my AI agent is now been forwarded as a message on my Microsoft Teams channel. Okay, so as now this message has been forwarded, and I keep the record of the new sprint update in my Google Sheets, I want to update this message status status over here as well. For that, simply I'm going to add an action step in this workflow, in which my action application, I'm going to select it as Google Sheets right over here. Action event is going to be update row, okay? And then I'm going to click on this connect button. A window is going to appear in front of you. On which click on add new connection. Then click on this sign in with Google button right over here. It is asking for us to choose an account. Which account do we want to connect to Pabbly Connect? So this is the account I want to connect. So I'm going to select it from here. Then this window is going to appear in front of you, which is asking for the permission for this account. For that, I'm going to click on this allow button, as this is a safe process and my data is perfectly safe with Pabbly Connect. So I'm going to click on this allow button right over here. As I've done that, you can see I've successfully authorized Google Sheets to Pabbly Connect. After authorizing for the spreadsheet, I'm going to select it as Sprint Updates Log. Okay, so over here for the spreadsheet, I'm going to select it as Sprint Updates Log. For the sheet, I'm going to select it as Sheet 1, row index. For that, I'm going to map the date of the row index that I've received in this previous Google Sheets step. I want to update the message status over here as message sent. So over here, I'm going to write it as message sent. Okay, and then I'm going to click on this save and send test request button. As I've done that, I've received a response, which is a positive response. And in my Google Sheets, you can see right over here, the status is updated as message sent. Okay. So this is how I've built this amazing AI agent using Pabbly Connect. So now to sum till now what we have done, trigger is Google Sheets, new or updated spreadsheet row. As soon as a new sprint update is going to be added in my spreadsheet, the trigger is going to capture the response of that. Using the details, an AI agent is going to generate a message to send towards my team the update of the sprint. As an AI agent is going to generate the content, automatically that message is going to be forwarded in the channel that I've created in my Microsoft Teams. And as the message is going to be forwarded using Microsoft Teams send channel in a message, send message in a channel, automatically I want to update my spreadsheet with the message status as sent using Google Sheets update row. And in this manner, I've created this amazing AI agent to auto-generate Microsoft Teams sprint updates using Pabbly Connect without any need of coding and programming skills. So this was it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Not just with these applications, you can create automation between multiple applications using Pabbly Connect. If you have any doubts, you can send us email on support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can ask us queries on forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issues, you can check out this link. If you like this video, please do subscribe to our channel and hit the like button down there.